Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Nancy Moretti, and I'm the Associate Dean of Education here at Penn Foster. Today, I'm going to talk to you during our virtual open house about college. Make moves towards career advancement. Any of you who have any friends, loved ones, or colleagues who have gone to school, you've probably seen them rise through the ranks at work. So today, to leave you with some thoughts and some ideas of how you can do that here at Penn Foster. My name is Nancy Moretti, and as I shared, I'm the Associate Dean of Education here. I started working at Penn Foster about 5 years ago, just about 5 years ago now, and I started as the Department Chair of Early Childhood. It wasn't long. I became also the Department Chair of General Education before being promoted to the Associate Dean position in January of this year. So really excited to be here and to share with all of you. You can reach me via email at nancy.moretti@pennfoster.edu. I'm on Facebook, Penn Foster Education, so you can reach me there. You'll see me on that Penn Foster page, and I believe my name is Penn Foster Nancy on Facebook. You'll also find me on any other social media sites, so don't hesitate to connect with me if you need anything at all. Education has been so important to me into my life. I have an associate's degree in early childhood and special ed, a bachelor's degree in child development. I have 2 master's degrees, one in early childhood education administration and the other in higher education administration and leadership. And I was seeking my doctorate degree. I have 63 credits towards EDD in early childhood education as well. And currently, I'm seeking a graduate certificate in psychology. So as you can tell, education is near and dear to my heart, something that I love. I love being in school. I love taking classes just as much as I love teaching and being here to support our students. So when you logged in today, you saw a pop-up screen similar to this. It's what we call our dashboard. If you're listening through your computer, you should be able to hear my voice right now. I do apologize. I had my microphone on mute when we first started, so I do apologize for that. If you can't, for whatever reason, can't hear me through the audio on your computer, what you can do is you can pick up the phone and you can dial in. If you click on telephone and you can call in, there's an access code and you should be able to call in there. If you have any questions at all throughout today's presentation, just type those questions in the questions box. No need to raise your hand or anything like that, and I will do my best to answer those questions. And we have Lauren with us who will be answering questions for you as well. So any questions at all, don't hesitate to post those for us. I like to start off with a quick poll. That's something that I tend to do quite often. And today I want to know, who are you? So if you can take the time to answer this poll for me. Who are you? That poll should be showing up on your screen right about now. Are you a current student, a graduate, a prospective student, or are you a family member of somebody that might potentially become a student? Looks like 67% of you have shared that you are current students. Excellent. Well, thank you for joining us today. So excited to be here to share with all of you. Let me close that poll. Go back to sharing my screen. Okay. So today we're going to talk about make your education work with your life at any age. It doesn't matter how old you are. Anyone can go back to school to earn an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree. And at Penn Foster, you can do this on your own time. Our programs are affordable, and We don't have traditional student loans, which you'll find out as you're doing research through our Penn Foster website, or if you call to speak with an admissions advisor. So it's really no secret. We all know that the correlation between education and career advancement really truly is not a secret. And education is in everyone's best interest, not to mention the increase of salary that usually comes with it, right? You can typically see an increase of salary. You're getting more knowledge. No one can take that knowledge that you gain away from you. Career advancement is significant, especially for those who have been working in that same field forever, right? Maybe you have a job. I owned my child care center. I was working as the owner and director of my child care center. I had an associate's degree in early childhood, but I couldn't be my certified teacher. I had to hire somebody to be a certified teacher. So the next best thing for me was to go back to school so I could earn that bachelor's degree, so I could be a certified teacher in my state. So I no longer had to pay that heavy wage of a teacher. So instead of paying her, I was able to take over the load, and I was able to take her wages, once she resigned, of course, and split that evenly amongst my other employees. And it was a nice way to retain my employees. So even if you own a business, going back to school, earning that education is really, really going to help you. You know, I didn't, like many students, I didn't earn my bachelor's degree as a young traditional student. I had a daughter who was, I believe, 3 years old, and a son who was just born when I went back to school to earn my bachelor's degree. My associate's degree took me 7 years to earn. So school was something that had to go on the back burner for me. I went to school back as an adult learner, got my associate's degree when I was pregnant for my daughter years later. So, but it truly opened many opportunities for me at my child care facility as well as in higher education. So education is something that supervisors, business executives, families, if you own a child care center, or families if you're working in a vet clinic, right? Families of those animals, medical staff, they want to see that you have these higher credentials, no matter what you're doing, whether you're a plumber or tech and trades. It doesn't matter what job you have, that experience and that education, having that be under your belt is really going to open the door to many, many different opportunities for you. As a former child care owner and director, I always embraced the opportunities of my employees when they came to me and told me that they were going back to school, whether they were going back for early childhood or they were going back for something else. I was willing to work with them around their traditional school schedule, because most of them went to our local community college. Back then there was no online college like we have today. So many went to our traditional college, and I would work around their schedules. I knew how important an education was. And we know that not everybody can do that. Not everybody can go to school part-time and work full-time, right? And many of you might be in those shoes, and why one of the reasons why you selected Penn Foster, because of our self-paced online program. So let those opportunities open for you by taking that education to the next level, building your experience while you're doing so as well. So Penn Foster, wonderful that we have the ability for you to create your own schedule. We have what we call the Study Planner app. And if you're a current student already, you know about this app. You can create this app or set this app up so you can work on an accelerated pace or a slower pace. Maybe during the summer months, maybe you have school-age children, maybe they're home for the summer, so you need to slow down your pace a little bit. You can be flexible and you can change those dates. If you miss a due date, not a big deal. Next time you log in, it's going to ask you if you want to sync your calendar, and you can either choose to sync it or say, you know what, no, I'm going to catch up this week. I don't want to sync it. I want to stay on the track that I've been on. So you can really do that. So our self-paced programs really are designed for you. Many students can complete an associate's degree depending on which associate's degree it is and how many transfer credits they put into it, how many times, how many hours they put to their studies. Some people can complete that in as little as 15 to 18 months. I've seen a student complete it in a little bit less time, but she did have some transfer credits that she took in with her. So really depending. However, you can take up to 6 years for that associate's degree. If you take up to 6 years, you will have to purchase some extension fees, but that's still something that you are able to do. An extension fee right now is, I believe it's $95 for 6 months. If you are in our bachelor's degree program, many students complete that in 4 years, some 3 or less, but you do have up to 8 years to complete your bachelor's degree. So you set the pace for your lifestyle, and we are here to support you. We have instructors and student service representatives who are available via the telephone, through email, through chat. We're on the student community. We're on Facebook. So we are all over the place to support you at a time and a place that works for you. Another thing, you don't have to take a break. Penn Foster is open 52 weeks per year. Okay, every now and then we're closed for an update to the student portal. Usually those updates are no more than 6 hours in length, and you have a notice of when that's going to happen, usually a week or 2 notice, so you can plan accordingly. If ever you have any questions, don't hesitate to give us a call, to reach out to us, because we are here to assist you, whether it's setting up your study planner app or helping you with your programs. We are here to support you every step of the way. So Penn Foster has lots of different programs in our college. We have our bachelor's degree programs. As you see, we just have a handful of programs there. We have several associate degree programs. We have undergraduate certificates. So taking the first step to your new career or current career, bringing it to the next level with Penn Foster is certainly the way that you can go. Look at all the different opportunities that we have. We have from working with animals to working with children to working with numbers or working with people, interior design, marketing, medical assistant, paralegal studies. So the list goes on and on. Graphic design. Really depending on what your passion is, there's so many different opportunities within our college for you. Our college is nationally accredited, so you can gain that knowledge and know that the knowledge that you're gaining is relevant to the degree program in which you are seeking. Plus, our online format allows you to pursue a cost-effective degree in a self-learning environment designed for your work style. I don't think I can say that enough, because that's just so exciting for me, because I never had that opportunity to do it based on my own lifestyle. So I've got another poll for you, and this one is, what are you interested in? Or if you're already in a program, what program are you in? An associate's degree? A bachelor's degree, or an undergraduate certificate? Looks like 100% of you are saying an associate's degree, which is wonderful. We have 2 wonderful bachelor's degree programs at this time. If they align with your career goals, you might want to check those out. And we are in the process of always looking to see where there is a need to expand our portfolio. Close out that poll. Continue to share my screen. So at Penn Foster, you can come into Penn Foster with advanced standing credit. What is that, right? Up to 75% of your program can be transferred into Penn Foster. Isn't that amazing? 75% of your program. So if you join Penn Foster after taking some challenge exams with college credits from another school, maybe you were in the military and you transferred over some credits, or you took some college credits in high school. Lots of different ways you can get some advanced standing credit, and I'm going to go over some of those with you. But 25% of your program must be completed as part of your degree program. So that's something that you really need to know. And we can only accept up to 75%, which is a nice chunk of your program. So that's why you noticed when I shared earlier that some people graduate from their associate's degree or their bachelor's degree in much less time. So some students begin in high school. So if you're still in high school, it's not too soon to begin taking college courses. Here at Penn Foster, we allow students to take some of our advanced placement courses. If you were in the military, you might want to use some of your training for college credits. My husband was in the military, and he was able to, I want to say, about 30 credits he was able to transfer over when he got out of the military and went on for his bachelor's degree. So he was very excited about that. So that's something that you can do. You can check out the American Council on Education, that's ACE, to see what military courses or training that you might be able to use to lessen your amount of time that you are studying. We have challenge exams. So maybe you can test out of some of your classes. At Penn Foster, we have a few general education classes that allow students to test out of them. I know our English 100 course, you can test out of that. If you either take a writing course or a composition course and maybe didn't get it to transfer over, maybe it wasn't an accredited college, or maybe you didn't earn a C or better, but you know that over the years you've bettered yourself and that you can pass this test, you might want to take that test, okay? Information on how to take these tests can be found in our student handbooks, but you can always talk to a student care representative about these as well. And they will tell you, they'll talk to you a little bit about what's on the test and allow you to determine if taking that test is something that will work wonderfully for you. And then there's transfer credits. Advanced standing can be transfer credits as well. Those would have to be approved by our registrar's office. What they look for is comparable courses with a C grade or better from accredited institutions, okay? They'll also look for CLEP testing or ACT proficient exam programs and AP programs. So if you have any credits with a C or better, we ask that you send those official transcripts over to our registrar's office or to your enrollment advisor, and they will get those processed for you. And another great thing about transfer credits is students who are granted transfer credit also get a credit on their tuition. So in addition to getting a credit to the amount of courses you have to take, there's typically an adjustment to your account as well. Some of our programs do not allow transfer credits for the program itself. However, the general education programs within that, or courses within that program, may transfer over for you. Okay, so I have a wonderful question here. Can you transfer your credits from one associate's degree to another one at the same field at Penn Foster? And as long as it's up to 75% of the credits and you earn at least a C or higher, then yes, you can, okay? No more than 75% of those credits can transfer over, but you certainly can. And we have many students who do that. Some programs, not too many of them, but also allow prior learning credit. And this is when you would create a portfolio of sorts, really depending on what goes in that portfolio. It depends on the course that you're taking your prior learning credit for, okay? I know in our, I want to say in our medical program, we do have advanced prior learning credit for field experiences. And I want to say in our tech and trades program, we have it as well. I believe it's the plumbing program. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe there is one there as well. So Our student handbook or our student catalog has more details on where there's prior learning credit and what you would need to do for that, okay? Depending on the program, will depend on what you need to provide to us for us to say, yes, the student has shown evidence out there in the field that he or she is competent in that area of study. So we can grant them X amount of college credits, okay? So that's another way. Reasonable tuition fees. So important that you know that. At Penn Foster, you can earn your degree or your certificate for only $79 per credit. $79 per credit. That's unheard of, isn't it? There's a $75 registration fee and then $79 per credit. And we have those interest-free monthly payment plans and a $75, as I shared, registration fee. And get this, your textbooks are included. Well, what could be better than that, right? Your textbooks are included with your tuition. Some programs have ebooks, others have physical textbooks. Does anyone have any questions? Any questions or comments at all? Okay. Well, will this be you? Will you graduate from Penn Foster? Those of you who are here right now, you shared that you were already seeking degrees. Can you type in the box what program you're enrolled right now? What's the difference between degrees and undergraduate certificates? That's a great question. An undergraduate certificate will bring you right towards those areas in which you are interested in working. So typically those general education courses are not included within within an undergraduate certificate unless it is something that is required for your career, okay? Where a degree is typically an associate's degree or a bachelor's degree program here at Penn Foster. A certificate is a stepping stone. Many students take our certificate programs because they're unsure about going back to college, unsure if they want to make that commitment. So they start off with our undergraduate certificates, they get that, and then they continue on for their associate's degree and or their bachelor's degree. So we do have quite a few students who do that. Okay. Doesn't look like there's any more questions, so I want to thank you so much for joining me for college. Make the moves towards your career advancement. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to Penn Foster. You can call them at 1-866-833-5103. Again, it's 1-866-833-5103. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful evening. I look forward to seeing you at some of our future sessions. Have a great day, everybody.